Good morning. Welcome back. Going to show you really fast how to run a simple report in Printer's Plan to find out how many and which new contacts have been added to Printer's Plan that have your name on them. So here we go. First of all, you'll want to go into Printer's Plan, and at the top go to Reports. There's a bunch of reports here that are come with the program and so forth. And then this little folder at the bottom is for custom reports, custom queries. And a number of these are reports, in fact, most of them probably are reports that we've had made, custom reports over the years. They cost a couple $100 a piece. You don't care about that, but nevertheless, the point is that this is something special that we went and had made. So you can take a look at all these on your own time, but this report right here, new accounts and contacts created. This report will create two things. It'll give you a report with two things in it. One, the new accounts that have been created, and consequently the new contacts associated with those new accounts. So new accounts and their contacts that have been newly created. And then it'll give you the contacts, number two, the contacts for existing accounts that have been created, click, in a certain time frame. Now this is the only search you can do, so when you fill this in and hit go, it's going to give us a list of all contacts for all sales reps, but your name is in one of the fields you'll see here in a moment. So start date, let's say 5/01/6, let's do May of 2016. So this will give us all of the contacts created for new and existing accounts created in this time frame. Simple as that. And again, that's the only search criteria you can enter. And we'll whistle while we wait and let's widen the screen. Okay, you can see the fields that are at the top. This is the Printer's Plan account number for the account. This is the account rep, and all you'll have to do is sort that. And you can see there's the new contact records. Now again, here's the company name. Some of these may be new accounts. Some of them may be old accounts. This is not really the purpose of this report. Purpose is to find out these people. Let's just do this. The names of the new people that were entered. And it just, whether it's, a new company or an old company, just happens to be a thing. So you can tell by looking here real quick that, well, by the way, you can export this if you want to, but it's not going to help you much, because if you correct the data in the spreadsheet, then you just have to turn around and put it back into Printer's Plan anyway, and there's no import function. So here's an example. Renee Gibson, just right at the top of the list, happens to be in here twice. Now, sometimes that's an accident. Sometimes it's on purpose. Looks like it might be on purpose in this case. Here's one missing a last name. And you can go right down the list. It's missing an address. And most importantly of all, and where are you? Email out at the very end. And again, see, I just grabbed it and let's move it right there. You can move columns just by drag and drop. Grab and shove, whatever you want to call it. So there's the emails. I have to have an email address on every contact. Have to have it. If you have to pick up the phone and call, then that's what you have to do. Why? Because when I import ultimately or eventually this list into the CRM, one of the two fields that it uses to make sure there's no duplicates imported, is the email field. No email, can't check for duplicates. In fact, it won't import it. It'll tell me it's an error. So it's not like this is optional. I have to have the email field, and I believe the other one's the company name, but that's a no-brainer anyway. We want to have that whether it was required or not. So that's pretty much it. So an Ashley would come in here and check these and see, hey, this one's missing a last name and an address and whatever else, and she would go gather that information and then go into Printer's Plan here, pull it up, and you know how to do that, and add that information. And I mean, you're going to do it eventually. If you're needing a break from what you're doing, pull this report up, check, see what you got for new contacts. You know, you're going to run into some of these contacts that, let's pick on Ashley's list here some more. Well, Ashley says, hey, I got all these new contacts. I don't remember entering Brad Hullum. Well, that's because one of the CSRs probably entered Brad Hullum. So you're not only checking up on yourself. Let's say Ashley entered this one. Oops, I forgot to enter the last name. But you're checking up on the CSRs who may be missing an email or an address or whatnot. Ultimately, it's your name, and it's going to end up in your lap to get this information anyway. You find out it's one of the CSRs that's slacking, you can go up there and give them what for. Tell them I said so and see how that works out for you. And don't worry about everybody else's, because that is somebody else's problem. Okay, that's it. Hope that made sense. If it didn't, watch it again. Still doesn't make sense, come find me. Thanks for watching.